Hey everyone, it's Bailey from the EMH, and I'm back with another Elephant Money video. And guys, welcome to Elephant Money's Liquid Swords, the art of the dual LPs. All right. So this is a little nod to one of my favorite rap albums of all time, Liquid Swords by the Jizza. All right. He is a master technician. All right. And we have a little bit of that going on ourselves here in the Elephant Money protocol. All right. So you're gonna see today, guys, how Elephant Money kind of leverages its dual liquidity pools to basically conquer and thrive in this harsh crypto environment. All right. So it is a safe place, a safe haven in this cruel, cruel world of ours. All right. So, guys, let's check it out. All right. But before we hop in, okay, I just want to say, all right, a lot of newbies around, and you definitely want to have a partner in the Elephant Money Partner Network. All right. So having a partner is going to get you guys some cool rewards, and also a tax break on Elephant token if you purchase it from elephant.money. Okay, so it's completely risk-free. All right, all you have to do, guys, is you click these three little buttons, hit partner network. It's going to bring up this fabulous screen right here. All right, and you want to get a partner address. Okay, so basically anyone's wallet. All right, you're welcome to use mine. I'd really appreciate it. It's in the description below, or any of your favorite content creators that you have. All right, we have awesome people making great stuff on Twitter, YouTube, and writing amazing Medium articles. All right, contributing a lot. All right, to our space and to our community. So make sure you have one of those addresses in there so you can get like increased rewards and whatnot. And then if you want to learn how the system all works, all right, here's the referral program right here. So you just click documentation and then you can read anything you want about it. All right. And one last thing, guys, before we hop in, if you enjoy my YouTube channel and you think that, you've gained some kind of value or entertainment out of it, I'd really appreciate it if you're not subscribed to hit the subscribe button. Okay. This past month, about 44% of views on my videos were from non-subscribers. All right. So, if you subscribe, I'd very much appreciate it, kind of grow our channel and kind of hopefully be able to share this wonderful system, Elephant Money, with more people. All right. So, guys, I'm just going to leave you with a little quote, all right, from the genius there. And this kind of reminded me of, our journey a little bit through Elephant Money, right? And just seeing the master class of the recovery all throughout this past year, and then also just the nimbleness and kind of versatility that our system and these liquidity pools like really have. So no matter what kind of like FUD, crazy event, black swans, inflation, global recession, Elephant Money just keeps charging and keeps gaining. All right, guys. So Elephant Money outperformed 100% of the top 100 crypto assets last year in 2022, and right now it is around outperforming about 90 out of the top 100 this year in 2023. And yeah, we're about to go parabolic, so we're going to make a run at it again, guys. All right, so here's, guys, the dual swords, the deadliest weapons in all of crypto. All right, we're talking our liquidity pools, right? So we got the BNB liquidity pool and the BUSD liquidity pool, only decentralized finance, right? You never find the elephant token on a centralized exchange, all right, because we rely on those math formulas that dictate the quantity and the price, all right, not order book and people's crazy speculation. All right, so math money. All right, so here we go, guys. So we got the Bloody Monday. All right, so SEC yet again. All right, comes out and is like, yep, we got a FUD. So we're gonna be suing CZ and suing Binance. All right, and then on Tuesday, yep, we're suing Coinbase as well, even though the U.S. government uses Coinbase to sell some of their seized crypto. Oops. All right, it's just a mockery, but guys, it is what it is. All right, and what happens is, people get scared or market dumps. All right, and it's red. All right, so top 100 pretty much all red, top 200 all red, guys, and we're going to see how Elephant Money stays resilient, all right, and immune to any sort of kind of FUD and market mischief, that that these people are causing. Okay, so check it out, guys. So here's how kind of elephant money responded. All right, so we got our BNB pool. All right, so that is our largest liquidity pool. All right, so that's one of our swords that boom. All right, so we block, parry the attack. We might get a little nicked. All right, so you notice, guys, that because we're paired with BNB, BNB fell about like 10%. So boom, the big red candle, sharp drop in our price. Okay. Because whatever, with the liquidity pools, if BNB falls, the elephant token paired with that is going to fall as well. All right. But you might notice, guys, that in the next day, all right, it's climbing right back up. Okay. And if we notice, guys, our BUSD liquidity pool, just kind of keeps on marching, completely kind of unaffected by the swings in the market, right? Because it's building a stable store of value with our stable coin there. All right. So you can kind of see, guys, that like not bad shape compared to some of just like the blood out there that you'll see on the charts. Okay. Now, guys, just here's some like quick highlights, guys, of why elephant money is so successful. All right. So we're paired with BNB. BNB long term is very bullish. All right. It's deflationary, top crypto. BSC is a very popular chain. It's fast. Gas is cheap. Markets in Hong Kong and potentially China eventually are going to be opening up. And, long term, we're going to see nice price appreciation for that token. So that's going to be driving up as well, that price of elephant token, all right, along with it. All right. So that's a tremendous kind of asset to be paired with. All right. So that's awesome, guys. And then we're going to be able to see, like, as the market dumps, all right, that's an opportunity for elephant money. We just gather more of the BNB up, all right, and we drive up our price regardless. And once BNB does appreciate, rocket ship to the moon. Okay, so right now, guys, we're at an all-time high for our BNB and the liquidity pool at any time in the protocol, and we just keep gathering more and more of it. All right, so BNB, extremely bullish on that. So to have that paired with elephant, it's going to be really good. Right. And then we notice, guys, that in our smaller liquidity pool, which is about 23 million in liquidity right now or so, all right, is that BUSD pool and the elephant buyback program. So Bertha, the elephant treasury, just like an animal, just keeps buying and buying and buying. So constant buy pressure. All right. So we're able to see that even though, the market's dropping, all right, the BUSD is not dropping at all. All right. It just keeps going up and up and up through that constant buy pressure, guys. And that's going to be kind of like the ultimate backstop for us. Okay. So like say if, there's some turmoil in the market and prices fall a little bit, but Bertha, the treasury, needs to say, pay some bills. Okay. Or a market participant is like, I'm in a tough spot. I need to sell like a tiny bit of my elephant bag. Or you're always going to be able to redeem that at maximum value through the BUSD liquidity pool. All right. So that's pretty awesome, guys. So we're always going to have kind of like, that volatility a little bit with that tremendous upside in the BNB pool. And then we're going to have just that stable, constant gaining of, backing of our assets and our maximum price or all-time high in the BUSD pool. All right, so pretty awesome, guys. And just the mathematics is what allowed this to happen, the tokenomics of the system, and they just continue to build both liquidity pools, harden our swords. All right, the floor price is in, guys, and it just keeps going up and up. All right, so elephant money, pretty amazing asset. All right. I just want to show you guys one more thing, which is our partnership with that BNB. All right. We're eventually, guys, going to be decoupling or removing ourselves more and more from its influence. All right. And you can kind of already see this a little bit. But here I have a 7-day chart, all right, of elephant and BNB. You can see it's a little bit, it looks almost symmetrical, all right, across this x-axis here. But basically, guys, BNB green, elephant green, BNB red, all right? And then with this big market dip right here, all right, you notice that elephant also falls, but doesn't fall as drastically because it's are going to be instantly propped up by any sort of market participation, okay? And we actually are ahead on the week, all right, while almost everything else is red and down, all right. So how that happens, guys, is that we're kind of like gaining a dominance over BNB in our liquidity pool because we're able to travel down this constant product formula curve, which is the curve, the math curve that governs the quantities of tokens in an LP. All right. And because we're able to get so many BNB in there, all right, that we have a large portion of BNB per elephant token, and it's really increasing the price of elephant, okay? And then another mechanic, guys, that you have to pay attention to is that the monetary value in a liquidity pool is always paired like 50-50, okay? So for instance, you know, so here's like our liquidity pool right now, 15.6 million, 15.6 million, all right, between the two assets. And then, you know, if like immediately, say BNB drops like 10%, okay, BNB is also gonna drop 10%, okay. However, then any sort of market participation, because we're down that constant product formula curve so much, that the price can just continue on, all right, and to keep increasing more easily, all right, than the BNB price, okay. And one thing, guys, that's kind of like a couple newbies were like, oh my God, what whale sold? Like, who sold? You know, they just see a massive red candle, and the very first thing is like, who sold? You know, it's like, nobody sold, you know, like sometimes like that's what happens when you're paired with a different asset. If that asset drops, you know, so does the token price. However, guys, you know, you're going to see an elephant money that we recover like pretty quickly, right? I'm going to show you some of the mechanics behind that. All right. All right. So here we go, guys. So on my graphing calculator here. All right. So here's what this constant product formula curve looks like. All right. And so I had this BNB liquidity pool in my May review video. And I just decided, so I had it every 2 weeks where we were from May to June. And I just decided to put our location for June 6th in there. So market takes a big dump, and how does the herd respond, right? So the herd responds by loading up on more and more BNB, all right? So we're at an all-time high for BNB in the liquidity pool, all right? 55,525 BNB paired with 90.9 trillion elephant tokens. All right, so notice in those past few days, guys, how much progress we've made so far, and we were crushing it in like late May. So like good sign. All right. Another thing, guys, I want to show you, which is pretty awesome, is we have our price equations. Okay. So constant product formula kind of shows us the combination of the two tokens. All right. And then when we divide those out, we're able to get the price. All right. But we're able to also create these parabolic price equations that model the price of an asset depending on how much value is in the pool. All right. And so we got our BUSD liquidity pool. Okay. So as more value goes in, the price per million goes up. And then we have our BNB liquidity pool. Again, more value goes in, the price goes up. Okay. When we have both of these on the same graph, I have to change the input to a common variable. So I just use USD or BUSD. Okay. So I take that the BNB value, and it gets modified into the BUSD value. Okay. And what you're going to notice, guys, is that when I was talking about this graph first in my June video where I did the review of May, we were at like 305 for our BNB price. Okay, so check this out, guys. This is what's pretty cool. So like our price equation parabola, as the price of BNB gets cheaper and cheaper. So if I go down to, it's about 280 right now, notice how my red graph is actually getting steeper and steeper as the price of BNB drops. Okay, so what's cool about that, guys, is like, all right, if the price drops, people can buy more of that B&B for the same kind of monetary value, right? So that actually increases the price equation actually faster, because on our constant product formula, we're able to, with our actual just participation, kind of drive this price down even more. Or sorry, we'll drive the elephant tokens down more, because like your $100 now gets you more B&B. So everyone's able to put more and more B&B in here and take out more elephant token. And, so that combination of that, and then actually the price is actually kind of making the curve actually even steeper, all right? Because B&B is cheaper, so it can actually accelerate the price even more, okay? And there's some like algebra behind that, which I'm not going to get into in this video, but what happens is, guys, that 1/k constant, it ends up where you have to rearrange it, so there's also a value, the monetary value of B&B actually in that denominator there. So as B&B gets cheaper, you're dividing by a lower number, which actually like accelerates the price, or accelerates the rate of the curve. So pretty crazy stuff, guys. All right, but you can kind of see that Elephant Money is just kind of like masterfully put together. All right, and we can see it right here. All right, so we got our B&B, gets the big red candle, okay? And then you notice how like here was kind of like our rate of change, and then after that red candle, how does the herd respond? It's like boom, parabolic, right back in the action, okay? And that's because we had that cheaper B&B, and the herd knows what to do with that, right? So we're able to get more movement on our constant product formula curve. And then also, guys, that this dotted line is the new price equation at that kind of at that price point around 280. So we're able to even skyrocket the price up a little more because of the cheaper B&B. All right, so we're always taking advantage, guys. If there's dips in the market, all right, we have the mechanics to scoop up more value, recover quickly, and then when times look good, we're absolutely going to shoot up in value like to astronomical amounts. And then we always have that BUSD, all right, sword at the ready, all right, that old reliable that can always give us that maximum value that we're looking for at any point in time. All right, so chess master style tokenomics. All right, I love it. All right, put together most geniusly. All right, and yeah, so we're using our liquidity pools to basically kind of conquer the markets. All right, and become the world's greatest first decentralized community bank. All right, so guys, if you like what you see, join the herd, participate. All right, this is a cooperative protocol where once everyone works together, everyone thrives more and more. All right, so everyone shares in the prosperity. It's pretty awesome. All right, thanks, guys. Thanks for checking out my video. Until next time, it's Bailey from the EMH. I'm out.